All right, this is Tristan Randall with Canis Media, and today I'm interviewing Kill. Go ahead, and we'll start with you. Say who you are and what you play.
I'm Glenn Janowsko, and I play bass.
I'm Alex DeFleur, and I play guitar.
Spencer lead singer, now yo.
Kalen Watson, I play drums.
And we're also missing someone. Who are we missing today?
Right now we don't have a permanent member. We have a guy going our next run with us. His name's Justin. He's really cool. From a band called Skull Split. They're sick. So check out Skull Split.
So how did Kill start? You know, it's been around for a pretty good little while at this point. Went through a whole lot of members, especially from the beginning.
Like 4 years ago, I was in another band called Tempter, and I wanted to write fun, easy, heavy music. I was originally playing guitar, and I wanted to write music that I could write lyrics about stuff that was about like when I was growing up, and just all the tough shit I went through as a child and growing up and everything. And so it was just like a joke band. And then within the 4 years, it went from being a joke band to being my main focus. And then member lineup changes, opportunities were given, and we just kind of formed into a serious band that wanted to talk about issues that, you know, I found out people cared about the stuff I went through, and it related to a lot of people. So we wanted to make that our main focus, is to push the message of all the stuff we've all been through. And it's just pretty much it was a complete shit show when we started.
I remember you weren't.
It's still a shit show, but
you weren't even the original vocalist.
No, I played every instrument when we were just starting out as a younger band. I played every instrument just to keep this going. So I have literally played every instrument in this band before.
One man show?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. This band.
So where'd you guys get the name from?
It came up. No, I'm just kidding. It sounded cool.
You guys already had the name.
Yeah, it sounded cool. To be honest with you, we like I said, when we started, it was just kind of I wanted to write some heavy music, and I was writing these guitar riffs, and my buddy that I was living with was like, "Hey, you know, let's actually make a band out of that." So I did, and then we had a couple of different names, and you know, Kill was just the one that was memorable and sounded heavy. You know, we wanted somebody to hear the name and know that they're about to listen to something heavy, you know. Mm-hmm. So I think Kill does a good job with that.
And short, sweet, and to the point.
Yep.
So what is the meaning behind the Left to Die EP?
You wrote it, bro.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I wrote it. Left to Die, it's funny because it's a lot of different things, but the main thing with Left to Die would be that it's supposed to resemble roadkill. And when I wrote that album, you know, I was working my ass off 15 hours a day doing asphalt work, and I saw a lot of roadkill, and I collected it because I collect not collect roadkill, I collect skeletons and stuff because I like the beautiful ass bones and stuff like that. But it just was a reminder to me. I got the idea that I just thought how that would resemble my life in a way, and portrayed as a symbol of being left behind. So children that are born into poverty, they're born into drug abuse, they're born into being incarcerated and being around, but born without a chance, and they're just left to die. And I felt like that resembled what it was. And the bones that are on the album cover are actually ones that I found while I was working. So I just felt like it was cool, and I took a picture of the bones. We used it as an album cover. That's what they are. And me and him both were like, yeah, we fuck with that for real. So that's pretty much how it works. That's with us, man. Everything we do is just kind of like
more practical.
There's a lot more artistic stuff that goes into our band than people even realize it. But it's not. We're not, because we're not trying to portray that we're artistic or that we're, you know. It's just about everything means something to me, especially. Like that's important to me as a vocalist, or anything we do imagery wise. It's important to me that it means something, and that's a big deal about our band. Everybody cares in this band about it meaning something, or else they wouldn't be in it, because they're way more talented than any of this music calls for. So
what about you're talking meanings, what about grief? You know, I'm sure that has a pretty dark connotation to it.
Yeah, I knew for a long time I wanted to write the song Grief, and I wrote it like multiple versions of that, probably like over 5 or 6 times in the past, and it's just never meant enough to me. And Eventually, I had somebody pass away, and I wrote lyrics of it, and I was like, this is real. It's, everything we do. That's why the lyrics are so stupid. Like I said before, it's like the lyrics sound more ignorant because they're not something we're not trying to. I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm not trying to do anything like that. I am trying to let people that have gone through shit release their aggression, release their feelings of negativity, be able to relate to someone. Because sometimes just hearing, even if you go, well, my life sucks right now, and somebody goes, well, my life sucks right now too. Sometimes that's a better feeling than having somebody tell you, you'll make it through. Everybody can say they can make it through, but not everybody can relate to you. And our music is targeted towards more people. If you like it and you have a perfect, great life, that's fine with me too. It's not like a negative thing. It's our music is, especially from my childhood and stuff. My music is targeted towards people that are going through shit. And I feel like we're touching on topics of pretty much everybody's gone through something. Whether it be losing a dog, a loved one, someone died inside to you. You thought they're not the person you thought they were. Everybody's had that happen. So I feel like I'm trying to do the best job I can of relating to everybody because there's so much to write about. And every day I live, there's another song to write. It's just like I think it'll be always being a struggle. For me especially, and people that are born into the situation I was born into. I feel like I'll always struggle to a certain extent, but I feel like that's what makes me such a creative person, and I've used that to target my creativity.
So, we've talked about how the lyrics are more practical and stuff. What else sets you apart from the genres or bands in this genre?
Mainly, I don't know if I would say we suck ass. That's the main thing. No, but no, the thing that I think that we bring that not as many people bring is we aren't going in writing a riff being like, this will be the best riff that is ever written. We will out riff anybody. No, we're not about that. We're about every one of us has a common goal that we want to create energy. We want to create a good atmosphere. We want to create. It's more than the music. It's not about how one thing sounds. It's about how everything sounds. And what we bring to the table is we're like, hey, does that vocal make you feel like this? Like a lot of lyrics I even write, I'll call them or hit them up with them and be like, even my fiance or my closest friends, I'll tell them a lyric and be like, what do you feel when I say this? Just a little bit of it, and they'll be like this. I'll be like, going back to the table. You know what I mean? I wanted them to hear the words like I just said it out of my mouth, and we're in a room talking to each other. That's the kind of lyrics I write. And as far as music goes, man, we're just trying to create stuff that, of course, we're writing stuff that's angry, and people can go punch their best friends and then get their anger out too. There's nothing more fun than that.
So, we talked lyrical content being kind of, again, grounded. And it's got some dark things that everyone's going through. What about specifically in Left to Die, growing up in the Dirty South?
Oh, God, where do I start? Okay, so I feel like one album eventually is going to be like Kill, the story of Spencer's life. I mean, honestly, like as far as what I mean by slums is, give you a little brief of my childhood. I've watched people get shot. I've watched people, almost die in front of me. My neighbors were, this side was complete overdosing all the time. This side they were wanted for killing people, and so it was like I'd have to look outside to go outside and ride my bicycle, just like drive down to the store and get something. I mean, it was just like I don't wish that upon anybody, and people have had it way worse than me. Oh my gosh, I'm sure that my childhood looks like great to some people, but it's wild. It's been a wild ride my whole life. It's been a long 25 years, and I'm hoping the other years are easier. But yeah, man, all the corrupt shit that happens here starts from higher above usually, and it's everybody. Most of the people here, I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of people here are in it for the wrong reasons. Everything they do, so whether that be the judicial system or the fucking churches, all that stuff here is usually used for power, is used for greed, and so it really fucks the people that are broke. You know what I mean? So it's just basically all that kind of stuff I talk about, and it's everywhere you go. It's not just in the South. You know, I just feel like it's definitely here with Christianity and stuff more, and that's something that will always, I think, by being from the Bible Belt, will always be here.
About to switch gears a little bit. We're gonna talk about some upcoming things. So you got a new album coming out called Mirror's Edge. What
Yep.
kind of sound are we looking for with that?
There's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's
for real.
experimental, for sure.
Yeah, this is
Care to
gonna
elaborate?
I would definitely say that
It's still Kill,
It's
but
still
it's got
Kill,
some new styles.
there's gonna be some stuff that
We're
some
playing
people
around with stuff.
probably don't like, and there's gonna be some stuff that people really probably fuck with. We just wanted to definitely not put ourselves in a cage as far as heavy music, because it is an oversaturated genre anyway. So like one of those things is we just try to create something this time that was a little bit different than other people, and I feel like we did a good job with that. And between all the stuff that we're talking about and the riffs and stuff, especially with the new guys coming in, it's been a breath of fresh air for me, because everybody in this band brings different genres, different styles, different influences, and I feel like it's really starting to pan out to where, because we were in this mindset, oh, well, we probably shouldn't do that because that's not Kill. You know, it's like, this is who Kill is now. So it's one of those things like we're trying to figure out the best ways to show our influences individually to create something that's unique. And I feel like we're doing a good job with that, with this album.
At its core, it's still Southern fried beat down, but
yeah, it's still definitely
flavor sprinkled on
Yeah,
top.
it's like everything you had before with a bunch of flavor.
So can we look forward to like a love song ballad on this album?
Dude, there actually might be one. We're almost done, but there's a couple more that we're recording, and there might actually be one on there. There's no telling with us, man.
I'm honestly excited.
Yeah, there's no telling.
So on this album, when we're talking experimental, do you have any guest features? You had Zachary Hatfield of Left Behind on the
Yeah.
last one.
Yeah, there's gonna be a couple. I can't really tell who they're gonna be right now, because some of them are set in stone and some of them are up in the air. But there's gonna be some tasty features on there.
Tasty.
Tasty.
That is the word for it.
Yes, tasty features.
We have Post Malone on the track.
Yeah. I wish.
It's pretty lit.
It is. Seal's coming in.
I mean, he does have a rock background.
Yeah, he's awesome.
We're gonna move on to the band as a whole and how you guys like go together. What's your favorite part of being in Kill, everyone?
Drinking beer.
I'll say it's I think it was DeFlora that posted a meme whenever you're on stage and you just look over and you're like, that's my motherfucking dude.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
It's really a brotherhood and it's a friendship, and then we get to share this thing together and see a lot of interesting places, meet a lot of cool people.
I mean, one of my favorite memories is we were playing OKC last tour, and it was just like a 100-cap venue. It was one of the best shows we played ever, just because by the end of the show we were friends with literally everybody, and that's what we're here for, you know. We're here for a good time and make friends with everyone. And so we gave a bulletproof vest I used to wear in the original music video, and I used to wear live sometimes. We threw it out in the crowd, and I told them to earn their stripes, and they all fought each other. And I mean, they went nuts. OKC is wow. Shout out to OKC. They're incredible in Soto. But yeah, they're starting to kill each other, man. You know, it's funny seeing all that stuff and the love that scene has for each other. As soon as they were done beating the shit out of each other, we got done playing, they're all hugging each other, taking pictures, you know. They're fucking wild. And gave our vest to this one guy, and he said, the guy came up to me crying. He was like, hey, you don't know how much I needed that, the note that was in there. And in fact, come to find out, he had wrote a big long note, you know, talking about how he's loved and stuff. And I was like, yep, I chose the right people. You know, so finally I've got, like I said, it's about who we are as a band, not necessarily about what our music sounds, we'll always be Kill, because no matter, it's about our message more than it is, and I'm never going to stop having that message. It's affected me. I'm trying to make every part of my life about what we talk about. So it's not just like, I'm not just, I'm in a band and every part of my life, everything from work to hobbies, everything is about trying to reach for that same goal. And I feel like I finally got a lineup that we're all people, we've all been through stuff, we're all relatable, so it's really good to find. That's been the hardest part is, finding solid members that also can relate and also have the drive to do everything we need to do as a band.
So would you say that you're spreading your message to everyone is everyone's favorite part of touring, or?
I definitely think I have so many, when we're on tour, it's where I belong, like it's not even, I love the miserable parts about tour, because I don't know if it's just because half my life has been that miserable or what, but no, the parts where we're arguing, man, I don't know how to explain it to you. We fucking argue, we fucking bite each other's heads off, we do all that shit, man, but the point of it is you're gonna do that in life. With friends, but real friends can kiss and make up. They can go, okay, we disagreed. Fuck it. I think that's the biggest problem this world has is they can't disagree on things. Just because you disagree with somebody doesn't make them or you right, either one of you. I feel like now that we live in a world where people think if I disagree with you, you're wrong. And back in the day, they're like, well, let me hear your point. Let me hear your, and so we try to be. We were girls in the South, and that's kind of like being a man thing, but we
spending
all,
as much time as we do together on the road, I mean, it's like we're a family.
Yeah, it's like, it's
so
it's
we're
like
going to argue, but...
What's up, dudes?
What's up, dude?
Are y'all like filming something?
No, yeah. So there's Trey Strickland.
Alright, so what upcoming tours have you guys got coming up?
We have a couple that aren't announced yet. We've got an awesome one with a band called Bro Job, and they're great. Bro Job and Weeping Wound and Dead Culture, all super sick bands. We plan on being on the road most of next year, but when we get back in November, we're taking December and January off at least to finish the album and finish a lot of imagery stuff for the album that we want to get done, because we all kind of live in separate places right now between members. So we'll be in Alabama a lot, doing a lot of imagery and recording and a lot of new shit for y'all.
And I got one more question for you guys. Okay, so you're all locked in a room. There's no way out, and you'll never get out. Which one of you gets eaten first?
Kalen, dude.
He's the little one.
I think we all agreed. I think we all agreed.
The problem with that, though, is we're going to have to eat somebody else.
Yeah. It's not, I mean, the honest...
We could all live longer just off the answer.
I have no
fight.
nutrients, dude. There are no nutrients in my body. I think we're having to go with somebody like beefier, more muscular, yet a little meaty. Either one of y'all two.
I'm just saying, I might last maybe, not that long.
Dude, I would put Kayla in my mouth like a chicken wing. But no, we all pointed at Kayla. I think Kayla is the healthiest out of all of us, so I feel like he would taste the best.
He's more free range.
He's free range rabbit for sure. But yeah, I definitely think the smartest choice would be to off me.
So, that's it. This has been Tristan Randall, Canis Media, with Kill. Have you guys got anything else to say?
Keep coming to shows, keep supporting us, because we love doing this shit, and plan on doing this shit as long as we can, so.
Yeah, come hug our neck.
Yeah.
Throw the fuck down.
If you guys are in the area in November, come hang out.
And I'll be seeing you and Dead Culture and Weeping Wound and Bro Job in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever, near Atlanta, whatever the hell it was.
Ackworth, I think.
Ackworth,
it's Atlanta.
yeah.
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
That's been it. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to follow Kill and take it easy.